Hello, today we'll do a comparative analysis of AMD and NVDA. I myself, Anthony, will be making the case for NVIDIA, and my partner Nadia will be making the case for advanced micro devices. First, we'll discuss who are the majority shareholders of NVIDIA. The largest shareholder is currently Fidelity's Management and Research Division with 8.09% of total shares outstanding. The top 10 institutions hold a vast majority of total shares with 76.63%, leading us to believe that NVIDIA is popular among mutual funds and ETFs.
In regard to AMD, the number one shareholder is Vanguard, which owns about 10% of the shares outstanding, with the total of the top 10 shareholders owning about 67% of the company. By definition, the cost of capital is the minimum return that a company must earn on its investments in order to fulfill the expectations of investors. It is basically an assessment of risk. What is our cost of debt financing? For AMD, our pre-tax cost of debt assumption is based off the company's A+ rated bond, which puts our default spread at 0.9%. This is added to the 10-year treasury rate of 2.64%, which equates to a 3.54% pre-tax cost of debt for AMD. As for our after-tax cost of debt, we use the marginal tax rate in the US of 21%.
Using the same criteria, we found NVIDIA's credit rating to be AAA. That gives us a default spread of 54 basis points and a pre-tax cost of debt of 3.18. After using the marginal tax rate of 21%, we found our after-tax cost of debt to be 2.51%. This is better between the two companies.
What is our cost of equity financing? In order to find this, we must first know the beta of our company, AMD. To find the beta, we completed a regression analysis, comparing a 5-year time period to the monthly returns with the S&P 500. This gave us a total beta of 3.3325 for AMD, which is extremely volatile when compared to the market.
After completing the regression analysis, we found NVIDIA's beta to be roughly 2. We prefer this as it is less volatile from the companies.
Could we lower the cost of capital by changing our capital structure? Well, when using an optimal debt-to-capital ratio of 50%, AMD's enterprise value would increase from $24.2 billion to $27.5 billion.
Changing NVIDIA's capital structure does come with some benefits. We would see the weighted average cost of capital decrease by 2%, and we would also see our enterprise value increase by a significant $21 billion.
Would more debt create unnecessary risk? Well, we did mention before that increasing the debt-to-capital ratio to 50% would put AMD at an overall enterprise value higher than what it currently is at. However, along with this are several negative downfalls. For example, the bond is currently rated at A+. By increasing the debt-to-capital ratio to 50%, the bond would become lowered to a rating of CCC.
Increasing debt would create unnecessary risk for NVIDIA, as increasing the debt-to-equity from 2.18 to the optimal of 60% would increase share price by $35, but it would also decrease the bond rating from AAA to BBB+.
What is our overall cost of capital? The cost of capital is very important for companies because it allows us to see what they require in order to make acquisitions, create new facilities, etc. Overall, you have to use the weighted average cost of equity, debt, and preferred stock in order to find your weighted average cost of capital. AMD has no preferred stock, so after doing the other calculations, we came with the result of 21.19%.
Using the same variables, we found NVIDIA's weighted average cost of capital be 14.4%. We prefer this as it is lower between the two and is easier for them to partake in projects.
How would a financial restructuring affect the value of our company? As mentioned before, if AMD increased their debt-to-capital ratio to 50%, they would significantly decrease their credit rating. They would also increase the volatility of the stock.
As previously stated, a financial restructuring would have positive effects for NVIDIA. It would increase enterprise value as well as share price. However, we would have to increase debt levels to a significant amount. We feel this is unnecessary. So what do other companies do? AMD and NVIDIA are unique in that they are the only semiconductors that produce graphic processing units or GPUs. Through our analysis, we found that NVIDIA is poised to offer a better value for its current price. Our value derived places NVIDIA at $193.80 per share, which is higher than its current price of $158.55. AMD is more volatile in nature and operates through multiple lagging segments. Our analysis derived a price of $27.31, which is slightly higher than its current price of $23.95. Thank you.